together and gently lead them into better flow or circulation. So it's kind of like you had a little kink in a garden hose, and I straighten it out and the circulation flows more easily.
Okay, so if you're afraid of needles, you'd be a good alternative.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
I use finger pressure.
Okay, very good. So what are some of the benefits of this type of massage other than kind of like getting or making the flow better?
Well, a lot of people experience stress and body tension, and that's the primary motivator they come to see me about. So some of the benefits are pain reduction or more flexibility, so that they feel more comfortable in their body. Range of motion. One example specifically was I worked with a client recently who experienced a car accident, and it was very traumatic for her, and she had a lot of discomfort in the neck and shoulders. So I worked with her on the pathways or meridians, that circulatory system, to support that increased flow, and I helped her through that process and gave her some self-care tips, some stretching and breathing exercises. And also I go a step deeper. I go, well, how is it that she had this car accident and almost 10 years later is still experiencing the effects of it? So I ask her about what's the decision she made about that experience, and how did that formula create a continuing discomfort in her body? And for her, that car accident made her a better driver. She was more careful. So long as she thought about being a better driver, she was on the backside of it reinforcing the car accident. So what I did was I asked her if she would be willing to redecide that from the neck and shoulder tension to looking in the rearview mirror. And she was willing to do that. So I connected those or restructured the way those thoughts interacted with her body, and she had very long-lasting results from the experience of restructuring the thought and increasing the circulation flow through the neck and shoulders.
Okay, so that sounds very successful. So why don't you explain a little bit about what acupressure and meridian massage is like?
Well, it's a little bit like traditional massage. In other words, my clients will lay on a massage table and relax, and I will go through an assessment process. So before we get started, I'll ask them, okay, how's your relationship with your body? Where do you feel muscle tension or pain or discomfort? And if they say, well, my right shoulder is hurting, and then I'll ask them, well, how's your left shoulder feeling? So I will try to get a very big picture of how they are interacting with their body. And if they say, well, my back is hurting, I'll help them to identify what specifically part of the back is hurting. And while they're doing this, I will cross-reference what's the emotion behind the discomfort. So any kind of tone emphasis they have on a certain area of the body, and also does it tend to be more right side